Hi guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. I promise to do health tips. So today we're doing a health tip, and an important topic I like to talk about is calculating your menstrual cycle. Okay, it's a lot of people that don't know how to calculate your menstrual cycle. I used to be one of those people, but now I know, so I'm going to teach you. So hopefully at the end of this video you'll be able to calculate your menstrual cycle. Some people want to get pregnant, so you need to know what your menstrual cycle is like so you can plan that. Some people don't want to get pregnant, you need to know as well so you can not get pregnant. Other people are parents on here watching, and you need to be able to teach it to your kids. Hopefully at the end of this video, no matter what you're here for, we can all get to a point where we can all calculate a menstrual cycle. All right, let's get started. Now, how do you know how long your menstrual cycle is? I'm going to teach you the calendar method. This is going to require you to enter the first day of your menstrual cycle on a calendar. The first day you have blood flow, you're going to note that on a calendar. Good thing we all have calendars on our phones now. Yeah, so you don't have to write it on the wall. You can still do that, but you can put it in your phone as well. So you're going to mark the first day of blood flow on a calendar, and you're going to mark the first day of blood flow for the next month on a calendar. Let's use an example. Let's say I want to calculate my menstrual cycle. I'm going to start with July. Let's say my first menstrual cycle, the first day of bleeding for me happened July 1st. Okay, I'm going to go on my calendar, note July 1st. I can decide and count how many days that took. It doesn't matter really. Now, the next month, which is August, I'm going to mark the first day my period started in August. So the first day I saw blood, I'm going to mark that down on my calendar. Let's say it was August 3rd. So I'm going to mark that down. Now my advice for you is do this for at least 3 months, okay? So do August to September as well, and maybe September to October. That way you have, a good time frame to really know and be sure. But let's just stick with July and August. Now you've marked the first day your period started in July, and you've marked the first day your period started in August. What do you do with that information? You count between July 1st to August 3rd. That is 34 days. Now, a regular menstrual period is between 21 days to 35 days. So if your menstrual period fall between these days, you're fine. 21 days to 35 days, I'm sorry. Now, July 1st, August 3rd, that is 34 days. All right? And then you're going to do it again for August to September, but let's just work with July and August here again. Now you have a 34-day menstrual cycle. What do you do with that information if you're looking at getting pregnant or not get pregnant? Ovulation date. Now you need to find out when ovulation happens. Ovulation usually happens 14 days before the start of the next menstrual cycle. I know that's complicated. 14 days before the start of the next menstrual cycle. Easy way to do it. You take 34 days, which is the length of your menstrual cycle, and you subtract 14 from that number. So 34 minus 14, that gives you 20. So ovulation for you is going to happen on the 20th of July, okay? Now, this is not a fixed date. The 20th of July is the approximate date ovulation is supposed to happen. Now we usually say give or take 2 days. So consider from the 18th to the 20th and the 20th to the 22nd to be your unsafe days. Well, I wouldn't say unsafe because some people will consider it safe because they want to have baby. But consider that those days are your fertile periods when you can easily get pregnant. So subtract 2 days from that 20th and add 2 days to the 20th, and those are your fertile period. So 4 days or five, something like that. Yes. And so now you know, if you don't want to get pregnant, avoid it during those days. Avoid it. If you want to get pregnant, then do it during those days, okay? And just a word of advice, if you do decide, if you're doing this not to get pregnant, it's great to know it, but I also advise make sure you use other forms of birth control if you're not in a monogamous relationship. If you're in a monogamous relationship, you know nobody's stepping out, fine. But if you're not, make sure you use other forms of birth control like a condom while also knowing your cycle. All right. So for whatever reason you want to know your cycle for, it is important. You can teach your youngest sister, you can teach your kids, but that's how you calculate it. Now, if some people still didn't get it after this and you want me to do a video where I would put up a calendar and walk through it with you, like, subscribe, share, and comment below, and I'm gonna do it. All right. Thank you for watching. And just to mention, it's the same for if you had a 28-day menstrual cycle, what you would have done is subtract 14 days from that 28th day, and that will put your ovulation on the 14th of July. So whatever length your menstrual cycle have, you would subtract 14 days from that. Now when you go online and you search information about your menstrual cycle, they usually mostly use the 28th day as a standard because most women have it. But don't rely on that information, because you're your own person, and you could be a 29, a 30, a 31 day menstrual cycle, and that will mean that whatever information you're getting about a 28th day does not apply to you. That's why it's good to be able to do it yourself and know what length of a menstrual cycle you have and calculate it yourself. That way you're sure. All right. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.